it. He's got his second.
Welcome to another episode of 49ers Fan Zone. I'm Alex Ramsey. Libby Weisman is out this week. Let's get things started with Charlotte Volleyball. They're hosting their annual Dig Pink match this Friday at 7 p.m. in Halton Arena against FIU, and the team has been prepping for this Dig Pink match for weeks. They were at Chick-fil-A in the drive-through line trying to raise funds for breast cancer research. They'll also be doing their annual Jail and Bail on campus this week, where they bail a famous person on campus in jail. They put them in jail, and then you actually have to donate to bail them out. So fun events going on with the Dig Pink match. However, let's move on to the hardwood. The volleyball team is coming off an intense road stretch against Southern Miss, Rice, and Western Kentucky. So FIU will be a big game for them Friday night. Last year they lost 3-2 in a close game, an intense game for the 49ers. So the home crowd gonna need to come up huge and help lift this team to victory on Friday night. And let's go over to Coach Gokhan Yomaz about how he wants to fill the bowl pink this Friday.
You know, everybody does this, including high schools and colleges, but they really took it to the next step, which is great to see. They took pride in what they were doing, and so many activities happening during the month. So I'm really happy to see it. I give a lot of credit to the previous staff with starting it, and we're just going to try to follow it as much as we can.
And if you're looking to get some women's soccer action, well, this weekend is the perfect weekend to do so. They'll take on Louisiana Tech and Southern Miss Friday and Sunday. Now, they're coming off a big win at Western Kentucky with goals coming from Amanda Jones, Sarah Trexler, and, of course, your freshman Martha Thomas. They beat Western Kentucky 3-0. So hopefully they can take that momentum into this weekend. Now, they'll need to be looking for Martha Thomas, Amanda Jones to notch some more goals, and a very strong defense. And they'll also need to have great ball movement in the midfield to be successful this weekend. Let's go over to Coach Collins for what he thinks he needs to expect this weekend.
It's not ideal. Obviously, when the schedule came out originally, we had a couple of home games and we lost two teams that were supposed to play us. So it put us on a bit of a back foot, 5 straight away games. But we have such a young freshman class as well that it's probably a good learning curve for them immediately, figuring out how to travel, how to adjust your body, how to adjust your mind, the training that's involved, the travel that's involved, learning to rest and recuperate. So I think long term it's going to have great benefits. Short term it's certainly very exhausting because it takes your energy and it does change your clock a little bit. But I think what we've started to do is lean more on our upperclassmen and show the way about when we get to a hotel, getting off our feet, getting our rest. Ideally it's going to make us a better team long term because the young players are figuring out what it takes to go under a road into a new stadium, play a difficult opponent, and find a way to get a positive result.
And on top of women's soccer, you can also catch some men's soccer this weekend. Saturday at Transamerica Field, 7 p.m., watch men's soccer take on FIU. Now, last year, the men's soccer team defeated FIU 3-0, so they had no trouble winning that game. They're also coming off a big win at Carolina and playing at Clemson. So I think it'll be a successful weekend for men's soccer. Big names to keep up with. Matej Dikovic just got Defensive Player of the Week. He does a great job of generating attacks on the left side. So I really believe that this game is going to be a game the team can rack up points on and have fun. And here's what we've got for your On Tap segment this weekend. The Charlotte 49ers football team will be at the Citadel, and they're looking to end a 3-game losing streak. The 49ers currently sit at 3-3 on the season. And men's tennis will be hosting their Charlotte Invitational Tournament throughout the weekend as well. So if you want to catch men's tennis, make sure you head out. Be sure to stay up to date for all your scores and results on Charlotte 49ers Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and of course charlotte49ers.tv. That'll do it for this week's episode of 49ers Fan Zone. I'm Alex Ramsey. We'll see you next week.